But there are two separate things. There's the infrastructure and there is the shell. And the shell is obviously going to be delivered in perfect condition. But you also have an insurance check in order to take care of the infrastructure. So you're going to reproduce a laundromat, for lack of a better term.
That's incorrect. I'm going to reproduce a shell.
Okay. Good talking to you. Fire in the hole. So Mike is the guy. Did I speak to him?
You did not, but this is the one that you told me not to contact him back. Then a few days later, we didn't have no pictures. So you had me set up a meeting with him. So I went out there and met with him and I took the pictures.
Okay, dude, you don't want this store. I told you that. You don't want this store. Wait a minute. Wait.
No, you didn't.
I thought you said the infrastructure was gone.
No, it's all there. Everything's gonna be brand new.
No, everything's not going to be brand new. Everything's not going to be brand new. Oh, okay. What do you mean by everything? You talked to him, right?
Yes.
I told you not to talk to him. I know you had to meet up with the guy, but what did I say? I said, play dumb, stupid, deaf, and blind if you must, but don't tell them that you're part of the inspection crew or whatever. I told you that. I tell everybody that.
Well, I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him anything. This guy was just telling me, going on and on.
While he is saying things to you, you say, I don't know, bro. I just am here to inspect, and shrug your shoulders. Now, if they are looking to spend dime one on new everything, meaning what? They're going to replace the equipment?
No, everything but the equipment. So he said plumbing, electrical, gas lines, roof, ceiling, framework.
Sounds
bulkheads.
great. Sounds great. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yes.
So how are they getting that money? From the fire?
Insurance, yes.
Okay. So they have insurance money. We don't want them making everything new. Period. End of story. Instead of explaining all of this to you, I'm going to explain it to him. Now, please listen to this carefully. Don't answer your phone, period, from now on. If you get a blocked line and you're prone to answer it, don't. It might be him. Forget about seeing that it is Mike calling you. Don't. You hired me to do this job. Now, this insurance check might be exactly what you need to get this done, but we're not going to let them do it because they're going to rob, rape, pillage, and you don't want this deal. They're going to get their money back.
Well, he gave me, did you see the handout that he gave me? I put it in the pictures. So he already gave me the price per square foot.
That's part of what you did wrong. That's part of what you did wrong. The moment that he handed you that, you should have wiped your asshole with it and said, we're not going to pay that. Is that what you did?
I didn't even open it in front of him. I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the car.
But what you should have said is, this isn't what I do. I'm just here to inspect. You're going to get a call from Danny D'Angelo. That's what I told you.
Well, at the time, I didn't know what it was.
This is just like a lawyer sending a guilty client in to speak to the police. They would never do that. It's not the end of the world, dude, but I told you, don't say anything.
Okay.
Okay, let's call Mike. Here we go.
Oh?
Michael.
Yes.
Is it Michael or Mike?
Yes. Michael.
Michael, Danny D'Angelo, my partner, one of my scouting crew, went out to the Corn Laundry and had a look.
Yep, that is correct.
We may or may not be interested in doing a 15-year lease.
Okay. How about a 10?
Are you trying to be funny? Because I'm all out of laughs.
No, I'm not interested in a 10-year lease.
Okay, well, we can maybe do a 15.
There you go.
Tell me what you got.
I own 36 coin laundromats in 3 states, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico. Not trying to impress you, but I want to temper our discussion with who you're dealing with. We are looking to sign leases where infrastructure exists. And The sticky widget here is that you had a fire, and it's my understanding that you have a check coming, or maybe you have it.
Done.
That's your
I have.
business. Okay.
I'm about to start construction probably in about, I'd say, less than 30 days.
I don't want that.
Our plans are done.
I don't
Our
want
plans
that.
are done.
But I don't want
What's that?
I don't want that.
You don't want what?
I don't want you to start construction, because if I'm going to sign on the line and lease this space, I'm going to be operating the business. So just to get this out of the way very, very early on, how many laundromats have you built?
I've got several locations, and I'm very familiar with what you have to do. What I'm trying to tell you is I got to put a new roof on. I got to put new air conditioning in. There's several things that you can certainly have a little bit of input in on certainly the interior part, but I've got to, get the shell ready to go too and
Perfect.
demo everything in there.
Perfect.
Yeah, as far as demoing go, I was with your guy in there the other day. There's stacked dryers there with old gas lines. So yeah, I've got you and several other people looking at it. So I need someone to step up and tell me what you want and don't want when I start having a sledgehammer go in there.
Excellent. That is.
Your timing's good. Your timing's good, but you need to move.
Okay. Well, let me stop you. I don't get into bidding wars. When I hear that there's other people interested, my first inclination is to say good luck with that. I have enough locations that, it's the preponderance.
Let me tell you. Let me cut the chase for you.
Sure.
I get a lot of calls on it. I have no offer, including Brandon when he called me the first time, because I was trying to establish insurance and this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go to business. I told Brandon I haven't talked to anyone else. I got calls. I got a stack of 6 numbers sitting on my desk with guys that are similar situations like you. I told Brandon, if you guys step up and we can make a deal, let's do it quickly. And I'm not trying to rush you, but there is no bidding war. But I don't want to waste a bunch of time with you either.
I assume this is your building, Michael?
No, it's my clients. I'm the asset manager.
Okay.
Don't you sometimes hate yourself?
Constantly.
So you're the end all be all. You're the one that's going to discuss lease terms.
That's right.
Okay. In the same breath, you said that you don't want to rush anyone, but you want to move quickly. You said you have other people interested, but no one's given you a written offer. I'll send you an LOI tomorrow. If any of those, and bottom, it's fine. Well, I'm not buying a used car here, bud. I'm looking for a 15-year term, because I'm going to have to spend probably $500,000 on washers and dryers. This place isn't going to make me rich. It will not be a feather in my cap. Feathers blow away. It will end up being a jewel in the crown, certainly, because my new stores are my favorite stores. All of that being said, the rate, you've got a check from the insurance company. My caution is don't start building out the infrastructure, the gas, water, electric. We want to keep everything where it is, make sure it is all up to code. And if you can help with that, then we're still talking.
Yeah, it's got to be all new. The electrical's all gone. It burned. I mean, you're going to get all new electrical, air conditioning.
Nice.
We got to put.
I'll have you work with right. But there are two separate things. There's the infrastructure and there is the shell. And the shell is obviously going to be delivered in perfect condition. But you also have an insurance check in order to take care of the infrastructure. So you're going to reproduce a laundromat, for lack of a better term.
That's incorrect. I'm going to reproduce a shell.
Okay. Good talking to you. We're done. First of all, that guy is a little prick. I call people out. I'm a negotiator. It's why he hired me. He's talking out of his ass. Oh, I've got other people interested. Oh, well, I told Brandon I didn't, but now I do. No, you don't. Someone is going to have to spend $300,000 to turn this into a laundromat. It ain't going to be you. Okay?
Okay.
He acts like he owns the building. He talks as though this is his building. And if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd have said, oh yeah, this is his building. But I ask anyway, don't I? I don't make assumptions in order to hurt your bottom line. Is this your building? No, I'll work for the management company. Well, then quit acting like you're Mr. Big Boy Pants, because you ain't. The only check they have is for AC, roof, right? Dude, He said, all the wires are burnt out, everything's gone. No, we're not going to use the insurance towards infrastructure. So he should vanilla this space. Or in a year, if you see a new laundromat in place in there, operating, just know that they're not going to make money. They're not. Do you want to make money? Or do you just want to own a business?
Absolutely. I want to make money. So
Okay.
is that what he said, that they're not replacing the infrastructure?
The last thing that I asked him, so there's two things, the shell and the infrastructure, which is destroyed, according to him, according to the photographs that you sent. And I said, so you have a check to replace both? No, we are delivering a brand new shell. Goodbye. This is no different than you building a laundromat across town in an empty 3,000 square foot space. Understood?
Huh. Very interesting.
You'll hear it in the call when I send it to you. Go back to work.
Oh.
Talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro. This speaks for itself. In this particular video, you're seeing a negotiation happen, even though numbers were never discussed. You've got a worker bee who answers his phone and throws his weight around as though he's someone important. He's not. He's not the decision maker, yet he acts as if he is. He makes the mistake of using those old adages, I got people lined up and ready, and yet talks out of both sides of his face in the same sentence. You have to move quickly, but you shouldn't rush. There's a hole in the boat, but we don't need to bail. What the? Goodbye. Boop.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.